8 o'clock on the dot on a Saturday morning. The weekend is here. Rise and shine, my friends. This is Coffee Talk. I'm Wesh 2 First Warning Meteorologist Eric Burris. We get together, talk about what's going on in the world of weather, and hopefully get your day started off on the right note. Gotta tell you, live look outside on our Tower Cam network. This is Tavares, and it is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it is a stunning start to the day. First warning, live Doppler radar showing a few showers here or there. Let me take you into Volusia County, for example. We see the rains out there. Nothing strong, but kind of popping up around Ormond Beach, even up to the north. No big deal. We can handle that. It's a gorgeous morning otherwise. And as a matter of fact, like the skies are as clear as can be for most of town. Let's talk about these temperatures though, okay? This is outstanding. Like, this is outstanding. 71 in Orlando, 69 in Leesburg, 66 in Ocala, 75 in Palm Coast. How nice. It doesn't get nicer than this. It really doesn't. I love this so much. Man, oh man. I hope you're having a great start to the day in your neighborhood. If not, we're going to turn the thing around. Also, though, it's a weekend, so how are you having a bad one? Here we are. 87 degrees, 3 o'clock, 84 by 1 p.m. Let's do the thing. Man, I love it. 79 degrees by 7 o'clock. So, yes, there's going to be a few showers in the forecast. We can handle a few showers, right? We can do it. Love it so much. Here's how the day will shape up for us. Let me dial up future count. Where the heck is that button? Here we are. Perfect. All right. So this morning, clearly coastal showers. What's interesting is Futurecast is trying to keep with these showers through lunchtime, even pockets of heavier stuff. We'll see how that plays out. But notice by 2, 3, 4, more of those showers start sneaking into the metro, and then little by little, kind of hanging in from the metro east. And that's the idea. Look at the rain chances for today. Highest rain chance, bar none, like not even close, is going to be Orlando East. Like the I-95 corridor is going to be on again, off again showers all day long. There you go. But even into the metro, we're not looking too bad. Diane says, good morning. Just popping in to say, have a great weekend. You as well. My friends, we've got a great forecast in store. I hope whatever your plans are, seriously, that you take some time to enjoy. Now, a couple of things that I do want to make sure to discuss. First and foremost, the rip current risk. We have a high risk of rip currents for Central Florida. All right, surf breaking 2 to 4 feet, but offshore like 5 to 7, and honestly, maybe more like 3 to 5 foot breakers today. So high risk of rip currents, absolutely for us. If you're heading out to the attractions, Hollywood Studios, there's Slinky Dog Dash. Everybody loves Slinky Dog Dash, right? Muggy start to the day for some of us. Honestly, really not bad. Forecast into the afternoon showing, yeah, I don't know why that said muggy start. Ignore that. I read it and then I was starting to think about it. I need more caffeine. Thank goodness this protein shake has caffeine. I pay for that, so it's not like product placement. Anyway, a couple of coastal showers. Otherwise, we're watching the radar today. But I do want to go back to the temperature this morning, and then we'll start talking shop. Temperatures right now are looking great. 71 degrees, the current temperature in Orlando. I will add that while things are looking great now, that 71 is actually rather notable because that's the coolest morning that we have had in Orlando since July 1st. So, yeah, you gotta love that. Gotta love that. All right, questions about our local forecast? Anything at all? It feels great this morning. It's going to be a beautiful day in the neighborhood. No matter what you've got planned, please go outside and play. Go outside and have fun. You know, don't come back until the street lights turn on. It's going to be like that kind of a forecast, right? All right, let's talk about our 7-day forecast. Let's dial that up and make sure we are all good to go. I have it over my shoulder here, but for all intents and purposes, this is it for us, okay? Looking great today. 40% coverage, sure, just a couple of passing showers. Looking ahead to tomorrow, same kind of idea. A little drier for a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then rain chances start coming up, even getting into some thunderstorms for Thursday, Friday. Frank says open house, of course. Of course. Yeah. Betty's asking, what is fostering the rip currents? Gusty winds, honestly. We've got the king tide, so particularly around, particularly around low tide, we'll have more of a rip current threat. But yeah, I mean it's going to be a breezy day. As a matter of fact, we have wind advisories in effect for Flagler County. So look at the winds right now. Stand by. Actually, we could just do, you know, the modeling, right? Like here's into the afternoon. Notice Flagler County gusting to like 29. So you kind of see like gusts today. This is with these showers. Gusts are running 20, 30 miles an hour at times. That's why Flagler and even maybe Volusia County should be under a wind advisory later today. But yeah, it's going to be breezy to even gusty today. So that's why we are where we are. But it's a beautiful day otherwise. Can't go wrong with it, right? All right, so here's the 7 day forecast. Just enjoying the heck out of it. So much so. So much so. All right. Questions about our local forecast before we move on to the tropics? Jessica's asking, is there another cold front coming later in the week to cause the higher rain chances again? So the long and short of it is we're watching these fronts coming in and trying to die. So here's the longer term setup, okay? So dry air is kind of hanging out north of us. The old front finally starts to pull away from us. And that's going to allow that drier air to really get moving in. But we don't at the moment at least track like any kind of a major cold front moving in just yet for late week, but you know, we'll be tracking, we'll be watching, we'll be following it along. Yeah, good times, right? All right. Tropics. Let's come out here and talk about it. It's not an invest. It's not a tropical storm. It's not a hurricane. This is just an area of moisture that is hanging out off the coast of Africa. The 8 o'clock tropical weather outlook came out and upped the tropical development chance to 50%. So for now, the air is very, very stable. It does not look great. However, computer models do continue to try and develop this. So let's do this. I'm starting on the closer view, but let's go back to the kind of broad base view. Okay, this is the American GFS model. We'll roll through this together. And you can kind of see right there, center of your screen, developing, developing. This is the new GFS. It develops, but watch, and it kind of makes it go kaput. So even though it tries to develop, the GFS is saying, no, 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 still too stable out there. Won't last very long. And frankly, look at that. That's like a big old area of low pressure kind of, it's like a cold front deal. Now, what's this? I missed this earlier when I was looking. What are you? Like a little piece of energy off the Yucatan in the Bay of Campeche? Kind of bubbling up into something around the 23rd, 24th. Now, remember, the GFS has been trying around 250 hours consistently to develop something, but it keeps kicking the can down the curb. So I'm not buying that yet, but I digress. All right, back to the basin view. You know, the long and short of it, though, is that it develops this thing and then it kills this thing. All right, so that's the GFS. Let's look at the European. Euro develops it. That's as far as the 60 euro goes. And then it keeps it strong and then it recurves it. So there's already kind of a decent disagreement between the two big computer models. The Euro develops it, keeps it strong. The GFS does not. Now let's go back to the Euro around the 23rd. I want to just bring it back closer. Remember, the GFS had something around the 23rd in the Gulf. The Euro does not. So big difference among the models. Whatever ends up that you're seeing on the screen is this. Either way, recurve. The GFS is even saying it's going to fall apart. So, all right, we'll take it. Whatever it is. We don't even know what it is yet. The tropics. I mentioned this during the week, and I think it's really interesting. Um, that not all hurricane seasons are balanced. As a matter of fact, going through and doing the research, you kind of have front loaded or back loaded seasons. And if you were watching Coffee Talk this week, certainly you know about this, but the research showed that you either kind of had a front loaded season or a back loaded season, right? For example, last year, after the peak of hurricane season, there were 12 named storms. Before the peak were six. 2023 was a front loaded season. 2022 was a back loaded season. 2021 was a front loaded season. Now, yesterday, this is getting super, super nerdy. Yesterday was a day referred to in the meteorological community as Copernicus Day. And that's when you kind of start to get some of the long seasonal models. And big surprise, the long seasonal models kind of talk about a La Nina trying to form. We certainly see the indicators of that. Whether or not that actually comes to full fruition or not, we'll wait and see. But, if a La Nina tries to form, then we could get that backloaded season. But frankly, the models are not going bonkers. It's fine with me. Fine with me. So anyway, that's where we're at for right now. All right. Now, enough of that. Let me dial up the 7-day forecast and we can chat whatever you want to chat about. Hit that button. Give it some time to load. Load. You don't need to wait for me. All right. Load. There. All right. Hi. Good morning. What do you have? What do you got on your minds? Somebody's going to run with that backloaded it is what it is. Anna Seal says, thankful there's not been any hurricanes for us. I mean, I would agree with that for sure. I would agree with that. Yeah. Can it be a no loaded season? Well, look, if I had the ability to, then yes, I would also do that. Let's see here. No tie on Saturday. Yeah, when I do weekend mornings, they don't require me to to wear a tie, and I'm going to not wear a tie if they allow it. I'll say if they allow it. So yes. um, let's be grateful indeed. Annie Marsh says, now I see comments. Very good, very good. Espresso on the mind, yeah. Marie says, thank you for being here today. Thank you. I appreciate you. Football time in Tennessee, go Vols. Stacy and Gary say, yeah, who are you all going for today? Let's see, we've got UF and LSU. All right, I think we know who's going to win that one. Christina's not here, otherwise she'd come slapping me. Um, who do you have for Miami and USF? I mean, I'm a UCF guy, so I'm going to go with Miami for that. Who do y'all have? Anybody? What do you got? Who else is playing today? Anybody interesting? Jeannie Rowan, when the sleeves are rolled up and the jacket is off while reporting the news, then and only then will we get nervous. Jeannie Rowan, you must not watch though. I literally take my jacket off and roll my sleeves up every single day. Every single day. Matt says UM all the way. Mike says go Canes. Yeah, my brother Frank's doing the Bulls. Yep. Tamara brings up a great point. If it ends up being a quiet hurricane season, it won't be a bust. It will be a welcome break. That I would agree with. Don says, love these low 70s on the 7-day. A little hint of fall. I'm ready for it. Well, I even made the graphic, and I was curious if anybody was going to get feisty with me about it. The fake fall #1 graphic, right? So, yeah, I too love it, though. Yeah. Oh, man. My husband is a big Georgia Bulldog fan, so I'm rooting for them by marriage. Brittany says, that's okay. Listen, happy wife, happy life, happy husband, happy home front. I don't know. Is that how that goes? Looks like we're going to get lucky this. Shh. I've said it's quiet. I've been talking about now. I've not been talking about future. Miami going against the Gators this week. Miami? Okay, so Sandy says taking Miami and going against the Gators this week, taking LSU. Got it. Okay. Very good. Jack says, hi from Flint, Michigan. Snowbird, see you in November. Come on down and bring some of that cooler weather with you, please, would you? Debbie says, I have a grandson at USF now, so they've been added to the family teams. Oof, oof, oof. Linda Mizzou, yeah, nothing wrong with that. Linda, thanks for your daily weather news from Tampa. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Sharon says, after being here for 20 years, we finally bought a generator, and that's why there's no hurricanes. You should have bought one earlier for all of us, please, and thank you. See you, Lisa Ann. Be good. Tanya, Wisconsin versus Alabama. Oh, the Badgers. Happy spouse, happy house. There it is. There it is. Shabbat shalom to you. Happy spouse, happy house. It's a two-way. Yeah, that's it. Frank says, go Gators. I think I'm the only Burris, though, that doesn't say go Gators. Oh, well. Can I share with you guys? My body hurts so much. So yesterday was Alumni Day at Lake Howell, my high school. Let me show you. First off, so Stacy, dear friend of mine, Stacy snapped this picture of me playing the euphonium, which, this was this was the horn I marched with in high school band. They still have it, and she's still gorgeous. They don't march it because it's I don't know, do they say it's too big? I don't know. So, and I was not taking a selfie, by the way. I was trying to read the music off of the Dropbox. But either way, look at that gorgeous sunset last night. Um, After playing that though, like 41, I'm 41. I know I'm not old, I get it. But after a while you're like, "Oh, like for the first time my lips in that baritone mouthpiece, I'm like, "Ooh, I don't have it anymore." And my back is hurting. Like I am hurting today. See, do we have it's my buddy Jason playing. I love him. And then there's Andrew, and then there's me trying to remember what the heck I'm doing here. And then there's the old Silver Regiment. Good times. It was a great time. And also, I had the chance, I have to share with you one more picture, if I can find it. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Hold on a second. Trying to find. This was a couple of us, I say old timers, but um, this was a couple of us old timers, and the guy that I'm, the guy with the hat on was my band director at Lake Howell for my freshman and sophomore years. That's Charles Watford is his name. He just retired from Dr. Phillips. Great guy. It was so neat to get a chance to catch up with him and his wife. So anyway, those are moments that you just have to hold on to, right? Like the older we get, the more it's important to celebrate good. Like you don't want to get together for the bad. So, those are the important moments in life. So anyway, it was great. It was great. I enjoyed it. Taylor says, Slacker, you didn't memorize the music? Dude, I'm like 25 years out of high school. I remembered the songs that I used to play ish. Also, like, I'm 25 years out of high school. You're like 2 out of high school. You know? I'm not saying I'm old, but you know what I mean. Matt says, what year did you graduate? I wonder if you crossed paths with Emily. I graduated Lake Howell in 2002. You graduated in the 2000s. You're a baby. I know. You know what I mean, everybody. Taylor says, we have an alumni night coming up, but I don't get to participate because I don't have help with. Yeah, well, that's always going to be a struggle, right? Wait, what is with this coral pink phone case, Jeannie Rowan? Okay, so it's not coral pink. Oh, UCF, it would have been '06. It's not. So I bought the new iPhone. Okay, I bought the new iPhone, and so I got it's the orange case, but this is my current phone, right? So I was like, well, my current case broke, died. So I'm like, well, I'll put my brand new case that showed up in the mail on my old phone. It's orange because it's astronaut for you Gator fans. I didn't get the Gator orange phone. I got the astronaut shuttle jumpsuit orange phone. But anyway, it fits. The new case fits the old phone. So eventually when my new phone gets in, I'll replace it, but I digress. So anyway, that's the answer. That's the answer. All right. Annie Marsh, nothing. Hey, look, we're doing the things. Annie Marsh says looks peach. I know it's orange in person, and I bought the orange, the astronaut jumpsuit orange phone, so it'll go really nice in this case. And honestly, this is a gorgeous case. So I'm just hoping that the new phone is nice. Matt, wouldn't that have been funny? Wouldn't that have been funny if she and I crossed paths together? I mean, I was in the marching band at UCF 100 years ago. Although I never marched euphonium, they didn't have euphoniums. So anyway, that coral color looks great on him anyway. So oh, thank you, Taylor. I appreciate it. See, I knew there's always a story. Jeez Louise. Oh man. Anyway, enough about that. All right. I've got a Today Show cut in coming up in 3 minutes. Any questions, comments, concerns? Anything? Because I'm gonna have to go here in a minute. Laney with the eyes. Man can have color. That's right. See, Matt, she did marching band in high school, but not at UCF. If she had done UCF marching band, then we absolutely we'd have been on buses for hours and days together, you know? Ay vey. All right, enough of that. Listen, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you all so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I will see you tomorrow morning for Coffee Talk. Sound good? All right, take care. Be the sunshine. See y'all later. Bye.